Welcome to Bishkek, the capital city of Kyrgyzstan, and I'm going to be showing you around the centre of the city, and so far it's pretty cool. And this is Alatu Square. Look at that. That is an amazing fountain, and in the background you've got the National Museum. Wow. Now at the moment they've got speakers just on the lampposts around here sprouting out music, which I'm hoping don't get too loud because YouTube did not like music. So this is like the central square of the city. It was originally built in 1984 to commemorate the 60th anniversary of the Kyrgyzstan Soviet Social Republic. Now the square was initially known as Lenin Square and used to feature just over there a monumental statue of Lenin. But after the independence from the USSR in 1991, the statue was taken down and relocated to a smaller square, which I'm going to try and find, and then replaced with that guy up there. This is the place where they have all the state ceremonies, all the country sort of events start from here. And it is quite amazing. There's not just squares over there as well. In fact, I'm going to start over here as well. So across the road, and although this is not listed on the map of what it is, there's a cool guy with his coat and tie as a statue. Just lots of arches. You can see the lights, so this must be lit up on the night time. Then when you turn around, you've got a better view of the whole square with the flag. Oh, it's just stunning. So right across over the other side by the National Museum is, and I'm going to go there in a minute, is the National Guard on guard, and every now and again they'll swap positions, and I'm hoping I'm going to get a chance to see it. But yeah, this is quite cool. Right, thought I'd get a bit closer. Now for a capital city, you would have thought for the city centre that it'd be quite busy, but this place is not that touristy. As you can see around, there's not a lot of people going around. There are people with the cameras taking photographs, but it's not quite the levels of Tashkent. It's a shame because for the time I've been here, this is a really cool capital city. And everywhere you look, it's just a lot of water. Wow. Now I've just seen the changing of the guard across the road, so I've missed it. It happens every hour, a bit like the changing the guard at Buckingham Palace, but not quite as touristy. So it looks like I'm going to have to walk around, come back here in an hour's time, but I'm still going to go have a look to see what it's like. I would love to know what this is like at night time. Right, across this road. So there's no speakers on this side of the road, which makes it even better. But it's a shame because the speakers would actually be good for the guards behind me, bless them. And at first, when you do look at them, you think, are they waxwork models? Because they're not moving that much, but no, they're real proper soldiers. And you can't really get too close to them because there is a fence, which is a shame. I'd love to have my photograph taken next to them. But yeah, they stay there for an hour. Oh, that one on the left just moved, just to prove he's real. Oh, and then this guy here. Let's get a better, closer look. Well, I tried to get a closer look. It's only so far my camera can go. But this is the guy that replaced Lenin. And this is Manas, a legendary hero from Kyrgyzstan's folklore. And the change was made to celebrate the 20th anniversary of Kyrgyzstan's independence. And it's paying homage to its rich cultural heritage. And that probably says Manas along there. It's a shame. It's tall. Moving just down from where the guards are, you've got the National History Museum over there. But this is the Friendship Monument. And again, it's a tall one. Goes all the way up. So this was built in 1974, and it was built to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Kyrgyzstan's voluntary accession to Russia, and it stands as a testament to the bond of friendship between the Russian and the Kyrgyzstan people, even though they've got independence since then. Yep, that's what it says. What I've just said. Wow. And then that's where I'm going next. The White House. Before I get to the White House, this is a modern structure. So this is a monument to those who died for freedom. So in Kyrgyzstan they've had two major uprisings, revolutions, one in 2002, the other in 2010. And this is just basically just to remember those who died in these revolutions. There's not many countries that have had revolutions in the 21st century, especially two of them. But the White House. And this is it. This is the White House. This is the presidential palace. And they love their fountains over here. Wow. I don't know how close we can get. And in the background there's a bit of a Ferris wheel going on. And then like the American White House, where it's got fences all the way around. This one you can walk straight up to it. So it's a 7-story building. It's where most of the government works, and it's been the backdrop to many of the protests that have happened in this city, in this country. But look at that! How much water does this city go through? And there's another one over there. Right, the doors are shut, so it must be recess, summertime. Oh, there's the presidential, whatever it is, stamp seal. What I'm liking most about this place is the fact that everything's walking distance. And I'm keeping an eye on the time so I can get back for the changing of the guard, because I'm determined to see it. So I've come to where the first wheel is, just up there, and this is Panfilov Park. It's meant to be a city memorial that holds historical significance, but all I can see is fairground rides all the way around. And I only came over here because over there is so many kids screaming on one of the rides. So this park was named after Ivan Panfilov, I hope I said his name right, who was a hero of the Soviet Union and the chairman of the military committee of the Kyrgyz Kyrgyzstan SSR, and there is a statue of him just up there at the entrance. Now the park was established in 1924 and it was originally designed in the shape of a star, but yeah, it's not really commemorating him that well, apart from probably that little archway. And I can imagine that on a weekend this place would be busy. I have come into the centre of the park and it is quite big. Yeah, it's quite a nice park for us, the centre. Right, I'm now at the old square and government house, and this was the original sort of centerpiece of the city way back when. And basically when Alatu Square was opened up over there, oh, there's Lenin's statue, found it. But yeah, Alatu Square was opened, replacing this as the square. This was left to rot, and then a group of businessmen in 2016 put some money together to rebuild it, renovate it as a gift to the people of Bishkek. But there's Lenin. So this is the statue that was originally in Alatu Square by the fountains, and it was moved here, whereas a lot of other cities just destroyed theirs, got rid of them. However, the decision to relocate the Lenin statue to here sparked controversy and triggered a protest of people that said, no, we don't want them there. The government's explanation for the relocation, a bit vague, inconsistent, but they just went with it. So he's still here, away from the main square over there, in front of the old square. But it's still impressive. Look at him, he's putting his hand out to the people. And it didn't really go well with the dark skies behind him. So I've got here just in time. Look at them. Very smart. I bet them guys at the top are really glad they've turned up. Your turn, boys. I am so glad I came down for this. I would actually thought I would follow these guys. So I thought I'd follow these guys to find out where they go to. And they're still marching away, bless them. Because that is the National History Museum. I can't imagine them staying there. I'm so tempted to ask for a selfie with them. But I don't think that would be allowed. Look at them! What gets me is when you see the changing the guard on videos of the one back in London, you've got literally thousands of people taking photographs, videos. There, I think there was about 5 of us and that was it. But I'm going to head down this way because I'm just going past Altitude Park there. And basically all I've done is a loop going around. But now I'm going this way towards Oak Park, I think it's called. But before I get to Oak Park, I just found this guy who's not even in any of my notes. Who are you? So I'm guessing with the sword, the shield, the helmet, he's old. I don't know. But it says here, scan the QR code to get information about the facility. I haven't got internet yet, so I don't know. But hey ho. And another stop before I get into Oak Park, which is just over there. But when I read about this last night, it is a Soviet cinema from the 1960s, and it is one of the biggest cinemas in the city. And when you look round at the side, you think, yeah, it's not really that big, but with the design being a concave, you can see that it's getting redone. It's just the mosaics up there, it's very Soviet. Once it's been renovated and done really well, that's going to be amazing. Right, keep going. Just about going to Oak Park, and I saw this guy here, and he's not even on my notes. No idea who he is. Can't get onto the internet and find out. He's got a nice hairdo. Not got a clue. But all the way around is pictures of people in uniform. So I don't know if this is a military memorial site, and it all looks like they've got that medal there. And from the dates that you can see when they died, 1943 for that guy there, 1944, so this was during the Second World War. This area itself is just a very quiet one between two major roads. Right now I'm going across the road, and this is Oak Park and the Open Air Sculpture Museum, and basically there is, I can feel rain coming down, which is for the first time in about 2 weeks, and there's so much. Oh, there's a yurt. There's so many sculptures around here to celebrate the architecture of Bishkek. And these are the sculptures. So this was established in 1984 as a part of the All-Union Sculpture Symposium, and through the rain, the wind, the natural forces, a lot of them have succumbed to sort of destruction. But these are sculptures all over the park. There's a lot of them. And obviously it's called Oak Park because it's just full of oak trees, which gives, during the hot summer months, some shade for the locals to come through. Now I did have a list of all the sculptures, and there's a lot of them that I read that you had to go and see, but even now I'm going, I wouldn't have a clue which ones are which. Let's have a look at these lot over here. I mean, they are quite cool, and one of them that I was meant to look out for was one called Mother and Child, and so far I've seen about 3 or 4 of them that looks like a mother with a child. So yeah, but it's yet another fountain. Wow, and there's even more of them down there, and there's more rain coming down, and the dark clouds behind me suggest that there might be a storm. So because it's about a 15-minute walk back to the hostel, I might just end it here, because I think I've seen most of the centre. There is a lot more to see over that way, Victory Park, but I quite like this city centre. It's just not heaving with people. There's a Mother and Child, another one, but it's just a lot of Soviet history that they've not got rid of. There's a mother without a child, can't be her. Yeah, really like this place. I might stay on for a bit more, don't know. But if you've enjoyed this video, then all you got to do is press that like button. If you want to see more of the city, if I decide to stay, then all you got to do is subscribe. But until the next time, I might have to go buy an umbrella. Bye bye for now.